working logging so far. They hadn't shut all that down yet. But I'm not at work right now. Riding through the woods, social distancing, nobody around. Got a side-by-side, which I think is a good thing to have if you can have one, that or a four-wheeler, ATV, either one. It's good for prepping, like a bug-out vehicle possibly, if things get that bad and you're in a rural area. It's good for hunting, getting in the woods, because you can put a lot of stuff on here and not have to carry it. And if you're going in the woods 2 or 3 miles or something like that hunting, you know, it's really nice to have. And also, if you do kill something, instead of having to drag it all the way out by hand, you can throw it in the back or throw it on the racks of a four-wheeler and bring it on back wherever you're gonna skin it and harvest it or whatever. It's also good for like a homestead, any type of homestead or farm or ranch or anything like that. They are very handy, and hopefully it's not too loud. You can still hear okay. I hadn't checked the audio. I don't have a mic or anything, but this one's pretty quiet. Factory exhaust and all that stuff. But like I said, for any type of work like that, you can load firewood in it and bring it out the woods, or square bales for feeding livestock, or bags of feed, or anything like that you need to. It goes pretty much anywhere you need to go. Four-wheel drive. These are just the tires that came on it. It's nothing big or crazy mud terrain or anything, but you know, if you don't bottom out or sink like quicksand, it's pretty much going to go through it. Don't have a winch on it yet. I need to get a winch. It'd be very useful. But it is four-wheel drive. It's got pretty nice lights, windshield, back glass. Got doors on here. You can get the really expensive, really nice hard doors with a window that rolls up and down. But we got these. They're a little bit cheaper. They're made like Jeep doors. They're kind of like cloth, and the window has a zipper. You can zip it down and everything, which does pretty good. It serves the purpose, keeping the wind out and dust out, and keep it a little bit warmer in the wintertime when you're riding, which it actually goes really good in snow and all that stuff. But that's pretty much all I can say on that. And you know, past that fact, they're just fun to ride, get out and enjoy nature and trails and stuff like that. Especially with a side-by-side, it's good for, you know, hanging out with your family, because this one is, I guess, a 3-seater you would call it. But we usually get me, my wife, and all 3 kids in here, which they're small right now. It won't be that way for long, but we can fit everybody in here and go for a ride, get outside, enjoy the world that God made, and all that fun stuff. Of course, you can get cheap ones, expensive ones, and everywhere in between. This one's not new. We didn't buy it new. We got it used from a family member and got it at a pretty good deal. That's how we ended up with it. As far as expensive as they are new, probably wouldn't have one. But as long as it's taken care of, pretty well maintained, that's about all you need, I believe. I use That's the bottom end of the farm. As a small river runs down through it, and I'll hop out and set the camera up and give you a view around and of this machine. All right, getting it set up. Probably do some different angles in a little bit, but so far this is Polaris 1000. I think it's a 2017 model, but really good. You got plenty of room in the back space of the bed here. Dumps up, has a tailgate, all that. Have my bag there in the back. Got the cup. And since it's the apocalypse, I guess I have a little bit of a snack. And the reason I say and do that, we're going to be eating some gourmet food here. Yep, potted meat. Something probably a lot of people don't like. And there's probably even some people that would rather starve than eat this crap. But with the apocalypse, coming food shortage, I believe it will be, you might be glad to have it. Very high in salt, but working in the woods logging, I grew up eating this stuff ever since I was a kid, and you get used to it. I don't see anything wrong with it. It does have a high salt taste, so if you're not a fan of salt, that may be an issue. But you can eat it all kinds of different ways. I prefer crackers. You can just reach in there and grab a big old dab and eat it straight if you ain't got nothing else. I have done that before. It's really good on a sandwich. Get you 2 pieces of light bread, spread it out, and go to town. Some people like mayonnaise on it too, but I don't like mayonnaise, so anyway. But I'll pause this, finish up. I don't want to have to make you watch me eat the whole can. Then we'll go down to the spot on the river. All right, down here at the creek now, well, the river. It's probably 7, 8 feet deep here, over in the deep hole, possibly. But it's a little spot we come to when it's warm enough, which this water is always cold. It's so many trees around and everything. But in the summer, when it's 90, 100 degrees, come down here and swim some. Fish a little bit. I brought this little fishing pole that I have in my everyday bag, get home bag, whatever. And of course, if you had to, you can do the old tie a string on a stick survival fishing, but this really don't take up much space. It's not heavy, and I'd a whole lot, if I had to fish for food, a whole lot rather have this than I would that way. I have this little box of tackle with some different stuff in it, and while I'm down here, I'll go ahead and throw a few casts. But it's nice, peaceful, being out in nature. I enjoy it a lot anyway. But one good thing about being down here is no people around, nobody to spread the plague. Plus, you just listen to the water run. It's very quiet, very calming, which I happen to enjoy. But that may not be for everybody, which is why I don't live in the city. I don't think I could stand living in the city. That's just me though. But it's nice being out here, having the river. Like I said, you got some fish going through. You have water that you could use for different things. Boil it up real good, filter it and everything, and you could drink it. You could definitely use it for, cleaning or any type of thing like that. It's kind of like a mini bug art location. But yeah, I enjoy being in the country, being out in nature. That's how I've always wanted to be. I've never been one wanting to go to the city or be around a big group of people. Especially with everything going on now. People losing their minds, which granted, if I did live in the city, in a high population area like that, I probably would too. It's not much you can do to, keep from getting it, I don't think, from being in a high population like that. Also, if you're quarantined inside, there's probably not much to do. After a little while, it would get boring. Being out here, it's always something to do. If you run out of food, you can fish and hunt and all that type of stuff. And, find something to eat. It's definitely not recommended. That's why you have food storage, but it's more possible to find something out here than it would be to find something in the city. But doesn't really look like the fish biting at the moment. Either that or I'm just not good at it. Still using the Alien Gear chest holster. I like it a lot. It's been good. It's definitely been good for the price. I looked at some other ones, but they were a little more expensive, and they might have been a little nicer built, but so far I hadn't had any trouble out of this one. The only thing that I would like different is if Alien Gear made them cut for the lights, where this one is like most Alien Gears. It's not light bearing. But other than that, no complaints. Stays pretty snug. I don't have it completely drawn down right now because when you put on a coat or something like that, I like to still be able to put it on and not have to adjust it every time. So I'd rather be a little bit loose like this. This one's actually made for the Glock 20 10mm, but I have the 19 in it at the moment, and I hadn't adjusted the tensions, but it holds it pretty good. I'd been wanting to test that and make sure that the 19 wouldn't slip out without having to tighten it down more, but so far it hadn't. And we are clear. And I don't remember if I showed it on camera or not, but I have let's see, custom not good at making it focus. But yeah, custom back plate, says 6-shooter, but it's showing it backwards right now. But I got that from millspin.com. Done a good job. I like it. Hadn't had any reliability trouble out of it. And it's pretty cool to have the name of the channel on there. But anyway, I guess that's about all for this video. Just not really some thoughts, just kind of a random video in the middle of the pandemic. I watch a lot of YouTube. I definitely watch more videos than I make, and it has gotten to be very tiresome that every video in the feed is nothing but COVID-19 this and COVID-19 that. And I understand it's something to worry about and it's a big thing, but I mean, there got to be a point that you have to have something else going on. But there is a few channels that have been talking about more normal stuff, and what you can do for basic preparedness and getting ready for anything in general, and tactical stuff and all that. But it's been a lot that's just nothing but COVID-19. And I guess I'll end it there and see you later.